everyone, it's Toni and Brandon with Aquatech Water Conditioning here for our next episode of Quality on Tap. And today's topic is going to be why people don't drink their tap water. This is a topic of discussion we have here every single day with our customers, whether they're new customers looking for improving their water or our existing customers who maybe we are out servicing. So we just wanted to share that information with you. But before we get into that, we have something exciting that we wanted to share. Recently, we were awarded this Retail and Excellence Award from the Fulton County Economic Development Corporation. This is a huge testament to our staff and to our customers who we love to serve and who are really the backbone of our organization. Without either of those, our company doesn't exist, and we aren't able to go out and help you take control of your water. So
yeah, it was a neat honor to get it. Like I said, this is a testament to not only our employees but our customers getting recognized by someone outside our business that all the hard work that we put into. So we never like to really self-promote our stuff, but this is a really neat award, I guess you could say, to get. So we just wanted to mention out and tell everybody thanks again for everything.
Yeah, shout out to Fulton County Economic Development. We are blessed to live in a great county, and really we have so much opportunity here in Northwest Ohio.
Yep.
So, but let's get on to our topic today.
Yep. Pretty much why people don't drink their tap water. So it's super common nowadays that people just don't drink their tap water, no matter if they're on city well water or pond water, which is common up in our area. They just don't drink it. So there's a couple factors or a couple reasons why. The biggest one is taste. People just don't like the taste of their water. The most common thing people will call and say, I can't stand the taste of the water. Another one is appearance. Maybe it has a discoloration or something to it. So when it does that, then people obviously don't trust it. They just don't trust their water. Is it safe? We don't really know either unless we come out and do a test or per se put a system in that would make sure it is safe for them. The fourth thing is convenience. We have 3 middle-aged kids. We are never home during the summer months at all, starting last week.
Yeah.
So obviously, everybody has these bottled water, cases and cases of bottled water that they're taking with them, that are setting everywhere in their vehicles, in their houses, sometimes half drank, sometimes with the caps off that it could spill and make a mess. But it's just convenience and being able to grab that and go. Ironically,
yes, I'm laughing because we are the water people, and we are the people who hardly ever have bottled water or water with us. And everybody's always like, why don't you guys have water? The truth is, we don't drink a lot of bottled water. We actually, yes, I have a Stanley, but we actually fill up our own jugs and cups with our reverse osmosis system.
Yeah, we obviously have our own system in our house. So we're filling up our own bottles, our own jugs, and taking that with them with the kids. So we're not grabbing the 24 packs of water and throwing it in the vehicle. We're filling up our own thermoses and bringing it with us just, to supply us.
Yeah.
So it's a convenience for us to do that, not have to worry about showing up and not having water, to a ball game or something like that.
Yeah. I was kind of annoying too when we run out, but
yeah, it is.
But so those are the main reasons why. And now we're going to just take you through 3 very common water sources here in Northwest Ohio and why people tell us that they don't use or drink their water from their tap.
So obviously being here in Wassiana, we have municipality. We have city water for a lot of our customers around here. Biggest thing in the cities is obviously cities going to inject chlorine into the water to kill bacteria in the water. The chlorine does wonderful things to making sure the water is safe. On the adverse side of that, obviously, no one likes the smell or taste of chlorine in their water. So as many good things chlorine does, it also has some bad effects to it. So that's a big thing that people want us to take out of the water. Big other thing is, people get those letters in the mail when, they don't have enough chlorine in the water. Water main breaks, stuff like that. You get the boil water advisory. People are unsure and they don't trust if it's safe that they're getting from the city. Now, but the city does a great job. When it leaves the city municipal plant, water treatment plant, the water is safe, obviously. The things they can't control is all the old plumbing and pipes that it runs through. A lot of the cities around here could be hundreds of plus years old. So a lot of the water lines are 100 plus years old. That's why they flush the hydrants, up and down your street. When they do that, you notice the water gets really discolored. It's all the iron and sediment and stuff that they're trying to flush out of those lines to make sure the water is good for you. But obviously it can be, cause you some headaches, as for your water quality.
Yeah. So the next common source that we see here in Northwest Ohio is wells. Probably actually a majority of our
In our
customers
areas, yes.
have wells. We live in a rural area, so these are completely unregulated, and it's really up to the homeowner to take control of their water.
Yeah, so when they drill the well, obviously the well has to get inspected and get a permit to drill that well. They will do a bacteria test to make sure the water is safe when they drilled the well. But after that, like Toni said, it's up to the homeowner. So it's up to the homeowner to make it as good, or great water if they want. They don't want to do anything, that's up to them. But after that, it's up to the homeowner to take care of that water.
Yeah, and I mean, gosh, more people than not tell us that they don't even drink their water. So I was having a conversation with a customer yesterday who said, yeah, we have a water softener and that is doing great. It is keeping our water soft. It is helping me reduce the amount of staining and cleaning that I have to do, but we don't drink the water. We get bottled water. And it just reminded me again, like, oh yeah, there's so many people who don't even drink their water anymore.
And that's another misconception is hey, I have a softener, my water still doesn't taste good. Well, a softener is not for taste.
No.
It's not for drinking. Your softener is for what Toni just said. Your staining, your hard mineral water build up there. Drinking's a whole nother part of a system that we can install. So that's why there's the no one system cures all pretty much out there.
Yeah.
It's depending on what your water test is to what we'll suggest to make that water better.
Yeah. So the third large source of water that we treat here in Northwest Ohio is we have so many customers who use their ponds for their drinking water systems. And that brings a whole host of other concerns that people have.
Yep. So same thing, when we install these systems, we have to get a permit, we have to get inspected to make sure we install it to the state code to make sure that water is going to be safe. After that, once again, it's up to the homeowner to maintain it or contact us to come out to maintain the system to make sure the water is still safe. But the biggest thing we deal with, and I understand, is just the stigma factor. People say, I can't drink pond water. It's coming from the pond. There's fish out there. Kids are out there screwing around, throwing things in the pond. We don't want to drink from it. The water is safe. When it comes to the system, it is going to be safe. As long as you've maintained it and upkept it, it will be safe. But it's a total stigma thing that gets in people's head. Yeah. I understand that. But what we have to relate to customers then is obviously in our area where our municipality water comes from, it's obviously a reservoir, another open body of water that actually is fed from the Maumee River. So it's the same type of water that gets fed to the municipality that the individual homeowner is using from a pond. It's the same theory.
Yeah, and I mean the water, a lot of our customers say, oh my gosh, we never drink our water before we had a pond. Now it's crystal clear. And it's like drinking like the best water you could ever imagine.
And that has to do with your system, the age of your system too. Every so many years they will revise the code to include new filters or new technology to make sure the water is safe and good for you. There's a ton of pond systems out there that are 30 to 40 plus years old. They could still be, installed to what that was code back then. So system upgrades are a huge thing that we kind of preach to people to bring them up to the current code to make sure the water is safe and the cleanest we can get for them. So just because you have a pond system installed in 1978 doesn't mean it's probably going to be producing the same quality water that is in 2024.
But the good news is that water treatment and the ability to improve water has come so far over many, many years that we have technologies that range from low cost to higher end technologies that can really help you get where you want to go with your water quality.
Yep. And it kind of ends up to here, this little study that we learn about every year when we go to our WQA, which is the Water Quality Association conference. They put these studies on every couple of years and kind of poll people on what they think should be done with their water, who does that. And we found a couple of interesting facts that Toni kind of share with you here.
Yeah, one thing that was really impactful when this study was unveiled was that homeowners' perceptions are shifting. They used to put all of the responsibility on the municipality to make sure that they had safe clean drinking water. And that's still the case. There's no doubt about that. But perception is shifting with consumers that they are now believing that they should have a hand in the solution as well. There's so many technologies out there to help improve your water, and people are starting to take advantage of that, which is really exciting for us because Brandon coined this term a couple years ago.
Yep. So the coin was obviously to take control of your water, which is pretty much saying, your water can be this, but you can take it to another level.
Yeah, and it's up to it's up to the homeowners. You have so much control over how you treat your water. So, that's just something that we like to say around here, and that's what we mean by this. You have the opportunity to improve your water. There's
and
so many
I remember our
technologies.
speaker saying one time, obviously the water that comes from the city is good, but it's our opportunity to make it great. So if you're going to put it in your body, why not make it the best tasting, greatest water we can? Water obviously is super important to your body to make sure it's hydrated, to make sure you're healthy. So let's make that the best possible water.
Yeah. So that's really all we wanted to share with you today. There's a lot of different reasons why people don't drink their tap water. If you're interested in learning more about ways that you can improve your water, if you can take your water from good to great, give us a call. We'd love to have a conversation with you about what your wants are, what your needs are, and what you have to work with.
Yeah, we come out and evaluate the system you have right now, and may suggest upgrades, or you might find out that your water is good for where it's at. But that'd be the first step, is come out and just kind of evaluate what's going on, answering any kind of questions you may have about your water.
That's all we have.
Thank you.
See you next time.